Hi guys, and welcome to the Rocket League Replays YouTube channel. Today we want to present a video replay of the match between Team Falcons and Gaimin Gladiators during the Rocket League World Championship 2024. Don't forget to subscribe and put a like. Enjoy.
First, Falcons, Gladiators, our second match of the day, about to get underway. Game one on Manfield, brought to you by Progressive, and our World Championship rolls on.
All right, we'll see what the Gladiators bring to the table here against Team Falcons. For the heavy favorite we even saw in that Progressive fan vote. Lots of people recognizing, oh, and already it starts early. You can see, though, did not expect this second touch. Killers fakes high, goes low. That time he keeps going. Maxu tried to take the touch. Killers, no respect, keeps going, tries to add an element of chaos into the equation, and Tho had zero idea that was coming. One, he was probably expecting Maxu to get more of a touch on it, or at least get a 50. Never in a million years was expecting that follow-up shot from Killers.
Did not take long at all to get one on the board for Team Falcons, and now another headed towards that net as well. Pinched all the way downfield. TRK gets credit. 2-0, and the ball just keeps rolling.
You saw Vert was trying to control the ball down to the ground, but thanks to this lovely update, being able to see the boost meters on people's name tags, you saw he had nothing to get back to the ball. And both of these goals coming from the result of Team Falcons giving no space, no respect, and just smothering Gladiators.
Another headed towards the Gladiators net. Just narrowly missed, but the follow-up going to be blocked back, and that forces Killers all the way back. So a rare defensive stand needed for Team Falcons as Virtuoso sent packing back towards his net. And for Gladiators now, already facing a massive uphill climb here, just a minute gone by. And I don't want to say things are looking hopeless, but things are going about according to plan for the Falcons.
And what we're seeing from Falcons as well, Stacked, is they are not shying away from having somebody jump early and trust they're going to go get the hit. They're not worried about overextending. They're saying, oh, listen, we can send that first man in, and we trust whoever's back will be able to stop an odd man rush.
Of course, one of the benefits of being the top seed in a region like MENA, you do get a favorable matchup in the opening round. TRK looking for a pass that, well, ultimately, never going to be there. And now Tho's shot blocked away. Slow follow-up coming from Vert, but he's got a full tank, and Rawas is all over it. Vert thought he had all day, and I think he kind of realized after Rawas jumped up, well, that one's cooked.
TRK, good demo as well on the way out. Falcons all over Gladiators, giving them no space whatsoever. Rawas stealing the boost, testing the shot. You can even see TRK getting in there for a 50. That's all Tho can do is launch this out of his own half. Did pick up the mid boost and gets the stop down, looking for a pass, but his teammate's out of boost, and this leaves TRK in the air. Solo play goes for the 50. And now a double commit from Team Falcons, but again, it doesn't seem like it really affects them. They're sending people in left and right. And even when they overcommit, they still keep the pressure on.
Oh, Killers picked his spot, and it's blocked away again. That time by Maxu. But they can't breach the center line. It just keeps coming right back in. Virtuoso will try. And he's across midfield, if only for a moment. Out of the corner, Maxu took that away. Tho, a little slow to the challenge. He also didn't have any boost to work with anyways. And he's still kind of struggling, as was Maxu, to get any boost at all. Finally has some, and he can catch this ball, hoping that some would spawn for him in the corner. It did not, and once again, Falcons dump it right back in and play the possession game.
It was a good idea from Virtuoso, trying to get that deflection at the midfield to prevent Team Falcons from keeping it in, but just can't get there every time. It seems like Team Falcons is a step ahead, just one car length in front of them. And even here, Tho, low boost, doing everything to keep this out of a dangerous spot. Virtuoso catches on low boost, but that pass was a little telegraphed. And TRK, it was a slow shot, TRK had to dodge the demo. He collects the ball, and that was an all-in play from Gladiators.
Yeah, they went all in. Vert trying to chase down TRK, and he just could not catch up. And as a result, wide open net behind them. They had to make a play. They had to kind of throw caution to the wind. Playing traditional rotations was just not going to work. You have to chase the game at some point, and maybe a little bit earlier than usual against a team like Falcons when Gladiators are in this position. And now it would certainly seem like the finishing touches have been put on game one here for Team Falcons.
Go on the backboard. Does get help from Max, but you see Maxu on low boost. That shot. Killers threatens the double. So many times we've seen this ball roll out. There's a double commit as well from Gladiators. Low boost, stretching to it. You can see everyone low on boost for Gladiators. Maxu dives in, can't even get the touch. There's the fake. Oh, I mean, they're already down. But Team Falcons make sure they're out as well. My goodness, this fake, brutal. Look at that from Killers.
Ooh. I mean, that's just impossible. I mean, Max can't do anything anyways. He's sitting on the ground with no boost. Though it comes across.
That was fantastic recognition from Killers. They're already up by 3. There's less than a minute to go. They don't even really need to score that. But Killers, he sees that, all right, I'm up, they're on the ground, they're probably 0 boost. I can just take the space and leave it for my teammate to have the easiest shot of the game.
The final 30 seconds here will burn away mercifully for Gladiators, and they'll get to lick their wounds and try again for game 2. Just trying to break the shutout at this point and get any kind of positive momentum going into game 2. It has been all Team Falcons in the opening game of this second series, and another one threatening to find the back of the Gladiators' net. 3 seconds, and nothing else brewing for presumably either side. This will eventually get to the ground. Killers wants one more. TRK already in the air, but the pass too strong, and it seems like it will end 4-0. We'll see if Gladiators can just add one more to the pile. They cannot. So Team Falcons dominant.
The big thing is, you know, when you have Team Falcons, who did send some players in a divey aspect, when you do have a team that's diving against you, you need to be close enough to those plays, to those 50s, to where you can possess the ball, take it low, and let them dive by you. But, you know, when we've seen the challenge, oh, hold on a second, we might see another early goal. But Gladiators, they've been so slow to those challenges that Team Falcons are just winning them outright. You can't even fake the challenge because Team Falcons is there first, hitting the ball uncontested.
Oh, here's Killers, got the infield pass to Rawas. It's blocked away. Maxu got a hand on it. Now TRK bats one in. Ooh. The shot's going to ricochet high off the crossbar. Follow up, it's just like a layup line. Keep hitting the backboard. Eventually one's going to go through. Maxu saved that one away, but boost becoming a very big concern for Gladiators early in game 2. As they just barely touch the other half of the field, and here it comes again. Backboard play. It's Killers on target and saved away.
Oh, Maxu hustling back. He went and got boost and got back just in the nick of time. Now is mixing things up. See if the Gladiators can do much with this little bit of pressure. Infield pass. Rawas, the give and go to TRK. Textbook give and go. That was a thing of beauty.
TRK opens the scoring again. He had a hat trick in game 1. Player coming up on having almost 200 games played on land. We'll get that at some point during the Swiss stage here. He's now 5 games away with this one, as this will be sent downfield. TRK all day to play it. I mean, Gladiators have got to have a lot more possession. Easier said than done.
We do see a demo coming out from Virtuoso, and maybe that is the mix-up that we'll need to see. But this is though 0, a little bit of boost, 4 now in the tank. Doesn't have much to work with. See Virtuoso still connecting on those demo attempts. Does get a little more space for Gladiators. You can see another demo. Clearly, Gladiators trying to utilize those demos to their advantage, and a huge save. Maxu clutching up there. Now this results in potentially an attack for Gladiators, one that we haven't seen too many times in this series so far.
Oh, Killers, big win, and that just keeps him hemmed in. And that's I mean, one of the many problems with Gladiators is this is one of their better looks at getting across midfield and keeping possession, trying to work as a team greater than the sum of their parts and working together to get out of the zone. But again, it just develops too slowly. Falcons are just faster. They're quicker in the air. They have been better with boost management. The shots have been all deadly. TRK that time denied. Now Tho has at least a look, but Rawas has spawned in at the back. Killers is there. Rawas to follow up.
Hold on.
And that pass does not connect, and right when it looked like Gladiators might have had something brewing, it has been taken off the coffee pot, and yet again, Falcons back in the zone.
So even though that attack didn't pan out for Gladiators, this is a much better game. They've been much more capable defensively. But there's the passing. The passing continues to pick Gladiators apart, and it's TRK there to take the shot again. Rawas diming TRK up, puts that hood, or the ball right on TRK's hood. And Team Falcons passing, I mean, it's been pristine.
As someone who had killers in the fantasy in London, whoever's picked TRK is going to be feasting at the end of round one. Rawas has added another off the kickoff, just picked that one right off of Virtuoso. Let the ball, the first touch, get way too far away from him. And yet again, Falcons pour it on. 7 unanswered goals to start this series.
And with how the Falcons are playing, so quick to challenge, and with no respect whatsoever, those first touches that are too heavy will get punished. We've seen it already before. That first touch immediately punished as well following that kickoff. So the Gladiators, they could start to the game defensively, but an overwhelming stress that Team Falcons puts teams under, eventually getting the better of Gladiators in game 2.
Coming up on the final 90. TRK was up for that already, but they do not connect. So, oh, what a shame. They only have to settle on 3 goals for now until their next trip into the Gladiators zone. Maxu's lost out of the corner. Tho up to meet TRK, who stays with it. A little slow play, changing speeds, and finally gets that through, but Maxu there to slow it down. Will Killers be after this? No, it's a shot coming on, and a save required? No, blocked away anyways by TRK.
TRK did get the save there. Tho is locked in, ready to double that. The reset. Rawas technically capable. But TRK gets the goals, gets the saves. This Team Falcons squad so dynamic, so good on every side of the ball. Right now, Gladiators do not have a single goal to show this series.
And very few shots. Very few that have even come close to maybe registering one. That one technically did, as TRK credited with a save. One of the easier ones he'll make. 30 seconds remain. The perfect sweep still very much intact, as that just dropped out to the corner, and that, again, for Gladiators, they didn't have anybody moving towards the center anyways. Now they do, and that's still blocked away by TRK. So the opportunities now at least presenting themselves late for Gladiators, but nothing really threatening. And it looks like Falcons might have taken their foot off the gas here for the final countdown of game 2. When the ball settles, it will be Gladiators 0 and Falcons at least 7. As we go to game 3 and a must-win for Gladiators to keep this opening series alive and prevent the Falcons from a clean sweep in the opening round. Maybe one on the scoreboard. Blocked out? No, Maxu's gonna lose that, and now Falcons will just decide how much they want to toy with the opposition. Shot on, blocked away. And how about Team Falcons, James? At least 7 to the good, that's where it will stay. Perfect sweep, very much on the cards.
Any adjustments, because I even saw there was one play where Maxu tried to fake it. He tried to fake it around, but Rawas said, no, I'm just going to continue to play as fast as I can, go straight at the ball, and, you know, we'll win it. We'll win it that way. We'll just be first with the ball every single time, make contact, and then play off of that. And it's working for Falcons.
Falcon Gladiators find something to hold on to here in game 3. Rawas is up, played it off the backboard, right for his brother Killers, and here we go again.
Well, this started off hot. Killers lob up to the middle, even though Rawas doesn't get the shot on target. He just drops the ball down in front of net. That is the danger zone. You do not, if you're playing defense, it is a nightmare to have that ball floating out in front of your box. That is right where Rawas put it, on top of getting that demo. And the infield passing from Team Falcons, has been yielding results. The passing is there, the individual plays are there. You can even see Roas forcing people to come up and waste boost on that challenge. And when Team Falcons do give up the ball stacks, they just hit it to open space. Hold on a second. Oh, that one is a crazy save. Gladiators, if they somehow manage to pull this game back, that save right there is one we'll have to break down. Can't believe that one didn't go in.
Yeah, just catching the bottom of the crossbar, and that forced Roas to make an adjustment. This one headed right back, though. Roas has another, as yet again, Gladiators, there's not much they did wrong here. It's just, Though had his pocket picked.
It's every time. I think Gladiators, they're playing like like they can win that space off of their positioning and the threat of what they can do, whereas Team Falcons, they are saying, we're just going to chase the ball. We really don't care. We're not going to fall for any fakes because we're just going to win. We're faster. And you can try to fake it, but then I'll just blast it downfield and score. And you know, this is Team Falcons now just walking all over Gladiators. This is a beatdown, Stacks.
Yeah, to say the least. 3 goals now for Killers in the series, 2 from Roas, still the 5 from TRK. And that's about the only drama left here in this series. Which Falcon will lead the tournament in scoring when this match is over, at least for part of the rest of the day. Though we'll bring this across. The Gladiators down to 3.5 minutes to try to solve this puzzle. And it may just be that they pack it in and try not to lose by 7. As TRK will sky it up. There's Roas there, but Max meets him right at the center line. Now Gladiators might have an opportunity here to at least get a shot on net, though out of gas, and that's popped away where Virtuoso can't reach it.
You could tell right as soon as Tho hit that, well, it's not going to have enough boost to get back there, and it's actually a little slow. That ball, self-pass from Killers, will fake it through to Roas, who fakes it, wraps around, slight touch,
Stop it.
And the power through. Killers gets credit for this goal. This, I mean, it looks like Gladiators is a plate of spaghetti. And Team Falcons are playing with their food.
There will be quite the highlight reel coming out of this series. It's all for Team Falcons now. They've outscored Gladiators 11-zip in the series. Perfect sweep. Still intact. Not threatened this time. That drops down to TRK. There just happens to be a Falcon everywhere the ball happens to be. Killers no boost. Not that the other team knows that. As though met by TRK. I mean, you can almost count on one hand the number of challenges that Falcons have lost in this series. Forget game. As that goes out to the corner, though, able to grab that corner boost, try to dance out of the zone, held his ground, but then there's Killers to follow it up, and a late save made by Vert.
Out of here. Tries to 50 that. Does give up the ball, though, TRK. Around 1. Fakes. Over to Killers. Killers trying to pinch that one in. Virtuoso comes in to sweep that off the line. But Team Falcons looking so comfortable, so fluid on attack. Mechanically, all of them seem like they're on point and they're comfortable individually. Every aspect of Team Falcons' game right now is just looking so good. Gladiators, on the other hand, they are still looking for that first goal of the series. They're just trying to get out of this without being perfect sweat Stacks.
Well, Falcons right now making short work of EU 4.5. It's about what you could call these guys, maybe 4 2/3. TRK will roll it up. Killers is already there. Had to slow it down, and he'll just gently guide that ball home, and Falcons add a 5th.
TRK up there. And we've seen Team Falcons do this so much, is they will have a player, even if they're on 0 boost like TRK was, let them just stay in the play, take the space, zone out the defense, and then buy time for their teammate to come in and make that play. Team Falcons already in the series. We've seen them with some very bold fakes. The infield passing is there. It's a highlight reel. And also, just looking at the fantasy numbers on this one. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, you're not getting much in the way of saves on either side, unfortunately, for Gladiators, because they have not stopped much. It's a sieve that has a crack in it already. 6 goals now for Team Falcons here in the 3rd game. TRK still hasn't scored in this game. It's been all the Twins on the scoring front. TRK just has an assist on one of these multitude of goals. Final minute now of game number 3. I don't have any of the Falcons players this time around. I went with Monkey Moon with my first pick.
I came down to the wire. I was hoping Gibbs would leave Roas for me, but he didn't. So.
I was going to take Beast Mode, and Wavepunk sniped him. Wave was actually the first one to take a tier 1 player out of the fantasy, as Ross adds yet another to the tally. His 4th goal of the series.
My goodness, Stacks.
7-zip.
They're just running up the numbers. And the thing is, I bet even in this game, Team Falcons are going to try to score another one in 0 seconds. They
of course.
just don't care. They are heartless.
30 seconds. Brazil setup? What would you rather have? Would you rather give up the goal for the Brazil or keep the perfect sweep?
I do not want to get perfect sweep.
Okay, well, you're not gonna get a Brazil anymore anyways. TRK finally, does something in this game.
And I mean,
8th goal for Falcons.
That is how hard they're trying. There's only 20 seconds left, 21 seconds in the game, and Killer's just, okay, I am going to get the perfect first touch to launch this straight up in the air and then get an air dribble bump. Why? You don't need to, that's savage.
How about another?
Jump passing plays. Team Falcons, they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. They are taking no prisoners.
Narrowly gave up the perfect sweep. When this ball touches down, unless it somehow ends up in the Falcons' net, it is a perfect sweep at the World Championship for Team Falcons. 4, 3, and then 8.
What do you say?